Hello, everybody, for this episode. Thank you very much for joining me. This is Mandemic. Today, we are going to do What's Wrong with Men. We're going to TikTok and we're just going to type in What's Wrong with Men. We're going to come up with some videos and we're going to see what it's all about. For you ladies out there, I am not anti you. Andrew Tate can suck it. For you men out there, I'm not one of these videos where you're going to just see me bashing on women. I ain't going to do that. If it's wrong, I'm going to point it out and I'll tell you why. Now, why would I have any clue on what's going on? It's because I have, over my 51 years, I become a grown-ass man. Now, there's a lot of people out there say they're grown-ass man, all they are is children. Now, most people don't mature until they're a little bit later in life. And most people are like that. And you're going to find out on these videos, you and your peers, you're adults, but you're immature. You still aren't grown yet. And that's the reason why you're having these problems. So the best thing you could do is, instead of sitting there thinking I'm insulting you, why don't you look at the truth of things and realize that if you have more questions than you have answers, you ain't grown. And if you do have more questions because you want to know, that's different than having questions because you're just mad and you want other people be on your side. You want other people to join in your misery and help you to feel good about yourself because you made all the right decisions and everybody else sucks. So here we go. Today, the first one up is this lady here, Crystal Uncut. Don't have anything against her. I really don't. Don't know her until this video. Watched it a few times. Got some good at the end. Let's just get started.
On today's episode of What is Wrong with Men, I just do not understand the way men go about things. Like, what goes through their head? I can't conceptualize.
She's not ready to talk to men about this because she should. If she wants to know what's going on with men, maybe she should ask men. Find trusting men, brothers, cousins, uncles, fathers. And instead of going to TikTok, which is primarily women, and women are going to be watching this, and they're all going to love her comments. And it's basically a big soapbox for you, isn't it? So right then and there, she's wasting her time because she's not going to the source.
That they're thinking. So I'm on a packed train, right? I'm standing, and this guy like looks at me and smiles at me, which is like, okay,
I know.
whatever.
All right, so we already know that she doesn't like this guy. She finds his looks less than what she wants. So for her, it's an ew. She's on the train, and now she's confronted by an ew, and now she has to deal with it. So instead of her automatically thinking about being nice, but just be polite, you could already tell how this is going to work out because she's 100% not interested. So
Already kind of annoying, but we're on the train, so behavior to be expected.
found him annoying, behavior to be expected, already has classified him. He's a creep in her eyes. That's it. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't even have to get a freaking microscope to examine this. This is an easy one.
He's sitting, then he starts like trying to say hi or whatever. He's like, hey, like, you
Trying to say hi because she's at a position of superiority and he's down here. So, I mean, she's given out so many flags, so many obvious key symbols that he is not at her standard. So he's trying to say hi when he probably just said hello.
look great today, da 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 da. And I'm just like,
He's
no,
shooting a
this
shot.
and then he proceeds to keep trying to talk to me. And I progressively ignore him every time, whatever, nothing happened. But in this entire interaction,
And I agree with that. If a woman turns you down, move on. They say no. They've already made up their mind about you, move on. And even if they haven't, even if they're playing the game, you want to be with women that play games, there must be a grown up and an immature person.
in this entire interaction,
Higher
he
interaction.
never once got up and offered me his seat. And I'm like, even if I was interested,
Well, she's not.
like,
Why does she care?
you think that I would talk to someone who would just let me stand up on a long train ride from Brooklyn into Manhattan? I hope.
Here's the crazy. And here's where why men call you crazy and emotional and just weird as shit. It's because one, you already don't like the guy, but you still have enough emotions, enough hate, enough anger, enough vitriol inside of you that you're still going to stack on the complaints that he didn't get up for you. That this man treated you like an equal, which I am pretty sure is what you want. But you don't want because you're complaining about it. Do you get it? Do you understand the crazy behind all this? And even if she said, even if I was interested, I wouldn't be because he didn't stand up. No, you weren't interested. There's no even if you was interested, because I promise you, if you were interested, you'd be giving him signs, and that man would stand up for you. But you have given him no reason to earn him standing up, earn that seat that you want to sit on. Do you understand the nuts behind it? Do you understand the absolute bullshit crazy behind what you ladies do here? This is the crazy, where you justify why you're such disrespectful, even if it's just in your head, even if you're plied out inside your head, ick. I mean, like me, I don't like bigger girls. Not my thing. I don't find them any less beautiful inside. I just don't find them that beautiful outside. Now, am I shaming them? Absolutely not, because we all got our preferences. You will never see me treat them with disrespect. And even in my head, I don't treat them with disrespect. I don't think, ew. I'm just not my type. And I move on from any of that options or whatever. But not you women. No, not only is like, oh, he's trying to say hi, which I'm pretty sure he did. He's I mean, she didn't say it, but let's be honest. So yeah, women, stop investing in things you don't want to invest in. Stop worrying that he doesn't give you a seat. If you don't like him, modern men, getting to that point. Look, if I don't get any investment for my return, I'm not investing. Don't throw good money at bad. Good business sense. All right.
He was just having an off day in the cranium, but
No, see, now they're trying to blame. Now her crazy, she is trying to blame him for being crazy, for being nuts, for thinking wrong. He tried, he shot his shot. He didn't return with anything. She's not getting anything in return. What's wrong with that? That's human nature, everybody. That's being a human being. This woman has to deal with a very small portion of the human population. But if she was to have to go out there, over 4 billion men on this planet, well, boys, men, whatever. She doesn't know all men, but she's assuming this guy based on the fact that she wasn't happy with the interaction. That's all this was. She just wasn't happy with the interaction.
I don't know. Like,
no, she doesn't.
That's just so crazy to me.
It is crazy to her because she doesn't understand it. And just saying, I don't understand what she did at the beginning and trying to ask men's opinion, she just dumps it all out there that the man is a dickhead and it sucks to be her and she had a miserable experience. Nope. That's called being human, being on a public train. Welcome to reality. All right, let's get another one. Let's see what this says.
That's what's wrong with this generation today. These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job?
What the hell is Steve Harvey even saying? Now, I know that he's into God and all that other shit, but what is he saying? That all you women need to be valuable to a man is that you can make a baby. That is literally what he's just saying. I bet you all were like, at first with him, you're like, oh yeah, that's Steve Harvey. You can say it. Go ahead. Preach it. No, he literally just said, men, the standard to keep that woman is that she just makes a baby. You are literally an oven for other humans. You just bake them and pop them out. You're an easy bake oven for little kids. I like Steve Harvey. I think he's funny as hell. But even people you like aren't always going to be people that you agree with. Got this all wrong. I don't need a dependent. I don't need someone that needs me. I need someone that wants me. And if you just want me because you just want to have a baby and sit on your ass and not do nothing with your life, if you think that I'm going to go out there and risk my health, my happiness, just so you can sit on your fat ass and eat chocolates and shit and then talk bad about me, no, not worth my time. What he's talking about right there, sorry, that's damn near close to, that's akin to slavery.
What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children to have?
That is not our job to take care of them. It is our desire. It is our natural way of being, is that we are providers. We are protectors. That's what we do. But no, it is not our job to take care of any woman. It's our job to take care of our kids and our job to take care of our woman. We want to do that. We don't need to do that. He's turning this into a goddamn requirement. He's turning this into something just because I got a penis and a hairy chest. I do, ladies. That's what I got to do. He just slotted me. He literally just slotted me. The shit you women have had to go through for men, he's doing it to men. Is that what you want? Is that what your idols are?
Family, that's our damn job. That's what's wrong with this.
No. I said enough on that. Leave this page. Yeah, I'll leave this page. That was upsetting. I like Steve Harvey. I do. I think he's funny. That's what stuff. I wouldn't watch Family Feud to save my life because I watch the shorts. That's just funny. That's funny. All right. What's this one? What's wrong with me?
Genuine question, right? What the fuck is wrong with men? They'll be all up in your inbox, wooing you, pursuing you, whining you, dining you, throwing you compliments, texting you all the time, wanting to hang out, buying you gifts, staying at your house, spending every waking fucking minute either texting you or being with you. And then all of a sudden, we'll go, oh, I'm just not looking for a relationship. Okay.
This one, I know what this is, and I'll tell you why I know what this is, and I'll be fully honest. I will be fully transparent. I was in this mode as a man. This is when men, they get to certain stages where they're in the chasing mode. They like the chase. It turns them on. That dog chasing that car. Once he's caught the car, he's like, I think I want to chase some more. And he goes and chases something else. That's what happens. And I've seen this on TikTok, on YouTube and everything with a lot of these women, and they don't understand this. And I didn't understand it. I just knew I was feeling guilty because I was going out on dates with ladies. But after a week, they didn't necessarily have to have sex with me or anything. But after like a week or two or three, I was just kind of like, I'm done with this. I want to go on to the next one. And I want to go on to the next one. I want to go. It's the chase. On the man's side, when I see the women acting up on TikTok and stuff, it's very repulsive. And I fully agree on the woman's side, when they see men doing this, it's repulsive. It's what's going on? I don't understand why is these men acting like this? Why are they literally? I am their center of their universe, and all of a sudden they're gone out of nowhere. I just want to be friends because chased you. Chase is over. Now he's on to the next chase. It's true, and a lot of men don't know it. I didn't know it. Did it for a couple of years. I've always been respectful. And let's be honest. Let's put this into perspective. I've always been respectful to women, except that part, and that always ate at me. I didn't understand what was going on with me. I didn't like it. I hated it. But I knew I wanted a relationship, or at least I wanted to be around women. The moment it looked like anything was going to get serious, I was out the door because I knew I wasn't ready for that. What I was ready for is just to have human interaction, just friendships. Instead, I couldn't turn off that whole idea that if I was single, I needed to date. If I was single, I needed to go out and hook up and stuff like that. It wasn't fun. I thought it was fun. Chase was absolutely enjoyable. That's what this one right now. That's what she just said.
I'm just not looking for what's serious right now. Okay. At what point did I ask? Oh, work's just so busy right now. Same. I'm just so tired all the time. Honestly, I'm so tired. Aren't we all? I'm just not a big tech.
See, what she's trying to do here is say we're both in the same boat. You're not. Believe me, you're not. You want to continue. This woman obviously wanted to continue the relationship. The man was cutting it off, but it looked the same because they were using the same reasons for why they don't see each other all the time. The woman, her head was right, at least as far as we could tell. The woman's head was right. Man's head was right, but it was in a completely different mode. It was in the chase mode. It was not in. She was looking for a relationship. He was looking for a relationship. They were not looking for the same type of relationship.
I'm just not a big texter.
He wanted a situationship. I think that's what they call it, right? Relationship.
Text you a lot because I really like you, but I'm just not a big texter. Alright? Just really, honestly, I'm going through some stuff. I don't want to talk about it. Welcome to the real world. The only thing you're good at is jumping to conclusions. You jump to a conclusion that we want a relationship with you, then you start making loads of excuses, then you start treating us all like shit. And the reality of it is, we don't fucking want anything from you. Can't even commit to your own gym schedule.
That's not true. I would tell you she's 35 or above. When I dated after I became single, I dated, and when I went on the dating apps, women around my age, between 40, 43, middle-aged women, all of them said, yeah, I want to be friends, want to go out and meet people. So no, they wanted boyfriends, and almost every one of them had kids, and they wanted boyfriends, and they wanted an extra man in the life for their children, which isn't a bad thing. I don't have any problem with that at all. They want relationships. The vast majority of them do. Now, I won't speak for all of them, but I'll speak for all the ones that I dated, and every single one of them. I went on quite a few dates, and every single one of them talking about relationships. That's not what their profile said. So some women don't even know what they want.
schedule. You can't commit to it and you think, I want to commit to you. You pursued me. Slightest bit of reciprocation. They get onto the fact that you might like them in return. Happy with being casual. So all you want to do is just hang out, scratch your itch and maybe get fucked. I just think it means like babies, marriage, houses, commitment, loyalty, fucking together forever, and buried in the same fucking plot in the graveyard. No, babe. I just want you to eat out, make my eyes roll into the back of my head, and then leave me the fuck alone. Not every interaction with the opposite sex, where it's reciprocated, has to lead to anything else. It can just be casual.
I'm sorry, she's a rarity. She doesn't speak for the majority of women. She speaks for very low men. I've seen this. I don't know if I've ever actually seen this before, because this is how men talk. This is how men think. It's not a bad thing. It's just what it is. She's saying she just wants situationships. Hey, I won't say she's lying. Rare.
Really don't need to be coming at us with the hot and I want a relationship. If anyone wanted a relationship, you'd know about it, because they'd be telling you that's what they want. And if you've not had that conversation previously,
but she's getting all cocky. No one knows who she is.
Nobody's
Nobody's gonna know how she's gonna behave.
Start asking women what they want. You know, like you actually give a fuck. Is it lucky?
Don't ever ask a woman what she wants. The chances are she's not going to tell you. You got to get to know a woman before you start asking those questions. You don't date a woman 2 dates and ask her what she wants. They're all going to tell you the same thing. I want roses. I want to be wined. I want to be dined. And all the older ones, they said, "No, I just want a man that I can settle down with." Basically, it goes from desire and wishing and hoping for that Chad. By the time they hit 35 and 40, they go from wanting to be happy, just happy to be content. And that's where women over the age of 35, they just want to be content. Just want someone that isn't going to treat them like shit. Might not yell at their kids. Treat them with respect.
Looking for them. If they say relationship, just go no. Stop spending 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, sometimes more, of your life leading these women down the fucking garden path. There's plenty of women out there that don't want commitment.
No, there isn't. There isn't. If you're a good guy, you're honestly a genuinely guy. I'm a very nice guy. I grew up with just a mom and a grandma. I grew up to respect women and treat them with respect. But one thing my mom always said is, you never, ever hit a woman. You can smack a bitch. Point is this: you're an equal, you're an equal. You're not, you're not. She just said, ain't the truth. They find a good man. They instantly latched on. They found out that I wasn't going to treat them like shit. I didn't want their money. Just wanted their time.
Not like the 1940s. We're not going to court for 2 weeks and get fucking married. We've got our own lives. Probably more busier than yours sometimes.
No, why would she even say something like that? See, this is the part where I don't like women, is they inject a lot of this false information. Men and women, knock this shit off. Men, watch it. Call them out on it. Every time. Oh, what'd you just say? That has nothing to do with anything. That's actually a lie. You don't even know anything about that. Why'd you add that in? I called my partner out many times on that. Why'd you do that? I don't know. I was a bit emotional. I was upset at you. I said, well, you could be upset at me, but don't be doing that shit, because that just muddies the water and it pisses everyone off. Talk straight. You're talking to a man. Talk to a man. You don't sit there and talk to a Chinese person in Spanish. You don't talk to an Italian person in French. Talk to an Italian person in Italian. Talk to a Chinese person in Mandarin, or whatever the other languages possibly are. When you talk to a man like you're talking to a man, not like you're talking to another woman, because men are like, no, we don't.
We're all right with that. Don't want anything else on the plate. I'll jump into this relationship conclusion. Just come off like a bit of a knob, and it's an ick.
It's not an ick. It's called being human. This is the part. Ugh. This is the part that frustrates me the most. This whole ick thing. You know what it is? It's women being lazy. It's women giving up on doing the work. It's just going ick, and all the women and all the men know what that means. The definition of it, and it's dismissal, and it's nasty, and it's vile, and it's childish. Ick, bullshit. You know what ick is? It's women being lazy and not dealing with other human beings. It's classifying all these men into a very small, narrow thing. And that is that these men are disgusting, or their behavior is disgusting, when I have nothing to do with it. That's women not trying. Do you know how many times my partner has done something that is so bizarre, so out there, that if I didn't understand her and know she's allowed to make mistakes, she's allowed to screw up in front of me, because I know that she loves me and I love her. That behavior right there, you know how many icks I've gotten off of my partner alone? Woo. Oh, she's got a lot of icks off me. Don't you worry. This is a tit for tat thing. I'll tell you what. She probably got more icks off me than I got off of her, but I've gotten a lot of icks off her because I've challenged her on it. This kind of shit I call out. I don't mess with this man. You talk to a man, you talk with logic. With her, I've learned how to talk with her. I learned how to talk her language. She's learned how to talk mine. Ain't great at it, but I'm not great at hers either. Ick, F the ick. Knock that shit off, ladies.
Genuine question, right? What the
Okay. All right, we got that one out. Let's go to another one. I think we're doing good on this. We're only 22. Why he's mean to you. Nope, it sounds like she's on my side. Men will literally ruin you for a year and a half. Okay. This might be one that's actually very, let's see.
So for those of you that know my story, buckle up, I have an update. And for those of you that don't know my story, buckle up because I got a story for you. So long story short, for whoever doesn't know, my ex-boyfriend cheated on me and got the girl pregnant that he cheated on me with. And I didn't find out until she was like 4 months pregnant and we were still dating.
Man, you need to break, women, you need to break up. Don't get to the point where you're cheating. I said this to all my partners. You're at that point where you're emotionally involved in someone. You don't even have to tell me who it is. You don't have to tell me for how long. You don't tell me how far it's gone. Just say, I'm sorry. I've met someone else. It's over. I promise you, you will have an easy ride for me. I will be out that door. I won't be angry. I won't be whatever because I put it forward at the beginning. I won't be mad at you. You told me before something happened. I've had it where they've said it, found out later it was a lie. Then they got their asses handed to them. They're truthful and they say, I think I'm informing this. I want to go for this. All right. Thank you for respecting me. Enough. Out the door. So yeah, don't cheat. No.
We of course broke up though.
Good.
So recently, as in this morning, I found something else out. And you know, like when you're going through a breakup and new things just keep coming up throughout however long you're broken up. For me, it's been 9 months and I am still finding things out, which is literally terrible. So to cut to the chase here, last year, him and I went to Spain. This was his idea. He invited me to come there because he was there doing some work and he literally flew me out there. Come to find out this morning, he had this other girl there in Spain right before I got there. So of course I'm sitting here like bamboozled because I'm like, what? So we were basically like taking turns. Like she left and I flew in. I literally don't know whether to like laugh or cry.
Laugh.
There's
A lot
a
healthier.
very special seat in hell for this man. Like I knew things were bad, but like I really didn't think they could keep getting worse. I just personally don't understand how a human being could do these things to somebody that they claim they love and want to spend their life with.
That's normal human behavior. It's sad, and we don't like to say that, but that's normal, being a normal human. And that is not an excuse. That's just the truth. It is normal human behavior. Do whatever it is you want to do and to face the consequences later. This woman doesn't understand because she's not seeing that man as a normal human being. He's in some kind of monster, some kind of weirdo, somebody that's not normal. Oh, no. He's very normal. I'm not saying he's the majority, but that's normal behavior. And the fact that she's coming on here 9 months later just to tell a whole bunch of women so she can get feels, she can get all this sisterhood shit. There's absolutely no need for this. Men don't do shit like that. Generally speaking, men on TikTok might. Normal men, they don't do shit like that. No, I don't tell people my laundry because your kid might see that. Say they have a kid together. Kid might see that. No. This shit is over. Your life with him is over. And you're still on here. You're still pining for him in your brain. Women, why? You love this closure shit. But you never really close it out, do you? Because it's always in the back of your head. You always say you want closure. When the man leaves you and you're like, why? And he doesn't give you no answer. Hey, you guys literally lose your damn minds. But this is also you. The other side to the same coin. You absolutely flip your shit every time new information, or you just got the angers because you passed by a restaurant y'all used to go to and then you're flaming on again. No. You either have the closure or you don't have the closure. Don't be pretending like you want to get it all out now before you take off, before I take off. And then 9 months down the road, you're still talking shit to literally 8.5 billion strangers. You're Aaron. What happened to you? Doesn't help. Just makes you more vindictive. It just cements that this kind of behavior is good. Is it normal? Absolutely. It's totally normal. But it's not good. It's not healthy. This isn't you getting your closure. It isn't you getting that therapy you need. No, it's just you holding on to the hate. Put your feet on it because it's easy. Knock that shit off.
And just not have remorse. Like, I'm not even sad about it anymore because I've just accepted this is just who he is. But it definitely still messes with my head because I'm like, how? Like, how did we end up here? How did I not see all of this? How was I missing this? And mind you, Spain was like one of my favorite places I've ever visited. Like, I loved it so much, I literally wanted to move there. And he completely just ruined that for me.
Oh, he ruined a country for you. Sister. Part of growing up. This part of life. You're going to deal with tragedy. You're going to deal with rejection. You're going to deal with betrayal. Okay, so you just want to know, wait till you get older. The amount of shit you give is going to go down. Stuff like this is going to come out. And you're going to see other people. And other people are going to have these problems. But one person's going to deal with it slightly different. You're going to catch something. Oh, okay, I understand that. And then another person you talk to is going to have a similar situation. And they would have handled it slightly differently. You're going to learn from that. And that's where becoming grown is. Right now, you're still immature. You're still an adult child because you're asking these questions. And it's fine to ask these questions. Actually, I think it's very healthy to ask these questions. Ask these questions to 8.5 billion other people. That's, I need not be so bright.
Like, literally had another girl there less than a week.
She's already said
before
this.
I got there.
Why is she moving on? Why is she
I just
continuing
personally
this
feel
bullshit?
so taken advantage of by somebody that I obviously loved and cared about, and it literally makes me sick.
Yeah, right. That's the situation you just came from. Yeah, but it's 9 months later, lady. Get over it. I'm not joking. Get over it. You're just pouring acid into your veins. Jesus. All right, let me go to this one.
I don't care what you guys say. This is
Weird.
a subtle sign that he is an asshole and that you should immediately run. This one's petty, but I swear it's true. If you send him a photo of you where you're like looking nice and a nice photo for him, and you send it over and he responds with only emojis, no words, or even worse, if no emojis, no words, and he just likes it or loves it, puts a heart on it, that is a sure sign he's a low effort man.
This woman is so absolutely wrong. I am smiling because I have an opportunity to throw this one out. Women, you say you know men, you don't know men. I have a partner that I love more than anything, that I have trained and has trained me on how to be a better partner. Okay, all right. Here's how serious and respectful we are. She even says, don't ever do the opposite. Here's what I do to her. She puts on an outfit. She goes, how do I look? I said, oh, no. That don't look good on you at all. Nope. Wear something else. I will absolutely every single time say that to her. Why? Because it's the truth. And it sucked for her for the first 6 or 7 months that we were dating. It sucked for her. She even said it sucked for her because she goes, I've always had men, and she even admits that she couldn't pick them. I've always had men that told me what they thought, but I rarely had a man that told me the truth. And you tell me the truth, and it sucked because I didn't know what to make of it. Right here, this woman, she doesn't have a goddamn clue. Let me tell you why. My woman right now was to send me a picture of her. And I knew that I don't care if she looked ugly in it. I don't care if she had an outfit on and made her look like shit. All I'd say is if it really was bad, I'd be like, don't buy that. Send me the next one. Supporting her on trying to find something that she obviously wants my opinion on, I think looks good, and she thinks looks good. She's only going to show me pictures of stuff she likes. If it is something that's fire, she sends me a picture, I'm like, yes. I'll just send her a fire emoji. And I am not one of those low-level men. I am not a low man. What I am is a man, and I don't give two shits about looking at my woman's pictures. I don't. It does nothing for me because I've got her. But what I will do, because she is my woman, is I will work with her. I will entertain her. And that's not a negative thing. I will help her through a situation that she asks for my help on. But if she thinks I'm going to send her some 5-paragraph thing on why I think her whatever looks, I don't even know where she's at. She could be at freaking Walmart for all I don't know what kind of clothes that is. I don't care. I told my woman, and she said, you could be in the tightest ass dress, or you could be wearing my white shirt first thing in the morning with your hair all effed up, and I will find you just as beautiful. So you send me pictures of you, ask me how you look, fire, or find something else. This woman doesn't know anything because I'll be honest with you, I'm going to stereotype here. She's young as hell, and she has very little life experience with men, not boys that are adults, but grown men. She has so little experience with it. She thinks that emoji, and she's so embedded in her generation that now all of a sudden the rules are changing about emojis. I mean, hell, there's more emojis on my phone than there are letters in the entire sands on the beaches of the earth. So don't you think they'd want us to use emojis if they invest so much time in giving them to us? Woman, you don't know shit. All it is now it's trending that maybe she thinks a man needs to say something. Why don't you just let a man be a man? Why don't you ask him, hey, be honest with me. Want me to send you pictures? He'll be like, now, if he's young, he'll probably say, yeah, no matter what, because he thinks he's going to hurt you and he's not mature enough to be able to handle your freaking response. But if he's a man, he's a grown-ass man, he'll be like, I don't really care. I mean, that's about as interesting to me as giving me a flower. What am I going to do with that flower? I think you look pretty no matter what. I've told you this and I ain't lying. But if you do find something that's questionable, send me a picture. Say, look, I don't know about this. What do you think? Then I'm going to give you a manly response because you're asking my opinion. So no, on her, big. If I had to say anything mentally, ick.
Deserve you. I don't care. I believe it. I stand by this. Every single guy that has done this to me has turned out to be an asshole and not worth my time.
Every single guy that has put an emoji on a picture that she has sent, a picture of her, one that is egotistical and designed specifically so she can go fishing for compliments. Every one of them is an asshole. Now, simple math. Every time something happens, there's always one variable that's common. That's called common denominator. She is the common denominator in that. Chances are they're not the asshole. Chances are she's doing crazy shit like this, thinking, oh, you put a fire emoji on mine? Why didn't you say some words? Because emojis are just sentences in a picture. She doesn't care. So men, women on here, when you're watching all these videos, pay attention to the age. Pay attention to their attitude. Pay attention to their logic. Men and women, you can learn a lot from just being logical, just being more like a man. You'd be shocked by how many men would be attracted to you if you spoke their damn language. Speak their language, women. Speak their language. Thank you very much for joining. This was fun. I'm going to do more of these. These are just these are not rehearsed. They're just, hey, bug it. Let's send them out. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what people are saying. I'm actually liking this. I was very averse to TikTok. I didn't want to do it. But then I started watching some of these man videos, and a lot of them are just garbage. A lot of them, these men don't have a clue what they're talking about. They're just bashing women. It's just silly. I'm learning from this. And there was a lot of TikTok videos, and I'm like, and I started saying out loud, while I was watching these TikTok videos of these people commenting on TikTok videos, and I was commenting out loud, and I'm like, no, you got that wrong. See, what it was, it was it. I'm like, all right, well, it's time for the world to get my opinion.